Today I'm very excited to bring you a foundation review and demo on the brand new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and this foundation is a hot item right now. I actually had a hard time finding my shade because it was sold out everywhere. This is sold in drugstores and Ulta and Target and Walmart and places like that where you'd find drugstore products anyway. The average price for this is $10.99 to $12.99 depending on where you get it. And it has 1 fluid ounce, which is, your traditional normal amount for a foundation. This foundation is a radiant glowy foundation. It is recommended for normal to dry skin. It calls itself a medium coverage foundation. It also has an SPF 15, which is great. And this foundation is long wearing, or so it says. It says 24 hours. So that's a long time. Let's see, what else do they say about it? It's an air light texture. So as far as is it a heavy, medium, light textured foundation, this is considered ultra light, air light. And yeah, so I think this is kind of like the drugstore answer to a lot of the water foundations and serum foundations that are coming out that are more high end. So I love the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. So I would be really excited if this was kind of a cheaper alternative to that foundation. So let's go ahead and see. Now this foundation, the instructions say to make sure that you shake it really well because it is a water foundation. They also recommend dotting this on your face and rubbing it in a rolling motion. Now I always apply my foundation with a beauty blender. Sometimes I'll use a makeup brush, but very rarely. But this foundation actually recommends that you apply it with your fingers. So I'm going to, follow instructions and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up really good. And then as you can see, the texture is extremely liquidy right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and dot this on. Guys, I smell almost like a, when I first put it on, kind of a sharp, almost like a witch hazel type of smell. I wouldn't say that it was alcohol smell, but I don't know, it's really sharp and then it dissipates. So I don't smell it anymore, but when I first put it on my skin, I really could feel that, or I could really smell that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and rub it on in rolling motions, like they say to do. And it is so incredibly light. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of when I apply my, my tinted sunscreen. It's kind of what it feels like, actually. It's just really melting into my skin. Feels really good, really silky, really soft. And it feels really weird to apply this with my fingers, so I never do this. But it's really seeming to blend in really well, really quickly. So yeah, that is 1 coat done in what, 15 seconds, 10 seconds? So this would be a really quick foundation to put on if you were in a hurry and had to do something quick. Just put it on your fingers and rub it on in. Wow, it's a really soft focus. Obviously extremely dewy and glowy, but I think it's a really pretty foundation. I'm gonna need a little bit more coverage. Now, the thing is with glowy foundations, and I knew this when I bought this, I already knew this when I applied this, is that when you have pores and you have texture, anything that's glossy, it's not gonna cover that. It's not gonna conceal that. That's why you go for a matte foundation. But sometimes, you just want something light, something quick, and you just want to try it out like a dewy foundation. So just be aware of that if you have texture issues. This is not going to cover that. I feel like this foundation is really covering, the color, like the uneven skin tone or any redness or something like that. I feel like it's covering that really well. But yeah, I just can't get over how good this feels on my skin. Feels really good. And because it's so light, I don't mind taking it I don't mind taking it underneath my eyes, where normally, you know, with a heavier foundation, you never take that underneath your eyes, or it's just gonna be cakey and crease up and, you know, make any fine lines that you have really noticeable. And then I'm just gonna kind of bring it down my neck just a little bit. Okay guys, so this is kind of 2 coats of the foundation applied in the way that they recommend with your fingers in a rolling motion. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think it's what it says it is, for sure. I mean, it's really radiant, it's really dewy. It does nothing to cover my pores. In fact, I kind of feel like it accents them a little bit, and it does nothing to camouflage any texture issues that I have. So be aware of that if you have skin similar to mine. You know what I was thinking though? If we were to take some of this and marry it with this Pro Matte Foundation, I feel like it would be like the perfect baby. Like those two combined would be awesome, because I love this Pro Matte Foundation, but sometimes it's just too heavy and it's not as comfortable to wear. Like, whereas this is super comfortable. I do like the radiant glowy look, but it doesn't cover my texture issues from, you know, acne scarring that I need. So I think if you have issues like I do, try mixing these two together, or mixing it with like the Kat Von D locket or something like that, where you would still get the luminosity that you kind of want from this foundation, or why you were maybe attracted to this foundation, but still get maybe some of the texture coverage that you want. I don't know, that's kind of my thoughts. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, kind of let you know how things went on top and that type of thing, and I will get back with my final thoughts. Okay guys, so I just completed my makeup, and the only thing that I put on my face was the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I didn't use any setting powder. I didn't use any powder at all. I didn't use a setting spray. I did not use a highlighter, because I kind of wanted you guys to see like how my skin already looks like I applied a highlighter, and all I did was kind of add a little bit of dimension to my face with a matte bronzer, and that's it. And I did apply a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes. But as far as my face makeup, it was the foundation, a matte bronzer, and a little bit of concealer. And yeah, so this is the makeup look, just as it is. Now you could powder your T-zone if you wanted to, if this was a little too much glow for you. But I'm kind of okay with it. But I'm kind of a highlighter freak junkie anyway. But yeah, I really like this foundation. I think it's really neat. I think it's worth trying. If you have really bad acne, this might be a foundation that you want to skip on for now. I think we're all going to be obsessed with this foundation in the fall and winter. I think it's going to be an everyday foundation. You know, as it gets a little bit warmer, because it's so hot and with the humidity, I'm not sure how well this foundation is going to do for us, you know, for the next couple months. But I think later on in the year, it's going to be a favorite for sure. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'm trying to post a video every single week, possibly 2 a week, starting very soon. And give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people be able to find my videos, and it helps out a lot. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.